McGregor did. It's really a trick. He gets these people to box with him. They have no business boxing with him, and he's making millions and millions of dollars doing this way after his competitive career is over. That money, that money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's absolutely, he needs money.
You think he's going
Once
broke?
again, come on. Fighters like that always go broke.
Because everything that he says is about money. There's nothing else. There's no values. There's no...
Joe Rogan pulled no punches as he criticized Floyd Mayweather, challenging the credibility of his statements about owning $42 million spread across 60 properties. Mayweather's bold financial claims have been repeatedly disputed by reliable sources, who maintain that much of the wealth Floyd boasts about is significantly overstated. Although he has projected the image of controlling a massive financial empire, it appears that Mayweather's alleged fortune could actually be a fragile illusion built on deception and empty claims.
So Floyd is just piecing him up. Boxed up by literally the greatest boxer of all time. Floyd was just boxing him up, which is what he does. So that's what's interesting is Floyd's making more money than anybody, and he's boxing people who have no chance of beating him. It doesn't even hurt his record. Also, money. He needs that money. That money has to keep coming in if you're going to live like this.
It's not that expensive though, but
he's only 46. But he does this with everything, man. He's got $1 million watches.
I don't think he buys every pair.
Hey, they give them to him?
Yeah. Because then you get a video like that.
Right. That's smart.
And then you get Floyd's Air Force Ones given away for charity. That's a tax write-off. There's all sorts of things that goes into
Yeah, you
that.
got a good point. But those $1 million watches, they're not giving you those.
As reflected in his transformation, Floyd went from being a thrilling boxer to embracing the persona of Money Mayweather. Joe Rogan remarked that Floyd gradually shifted his attention away from the excitement of boxing and started placing greater importance on making money while regularly showing disrespect toward his opponents.
He went from being like a real exciting pressure fighter and he had a bunch of hand problems to like Money Mayweather, start talking, just boxing people's faces off. No more hand problems, much more money.
Yeah, I love what he's doing too, beating up these YouTube guys.
It's crazy.
I love it.
It's so funny that these guys are willing to get beat up by him.
Well, I think they're all delusional.
And one of the reasons why people watch him fight is not because he's like Mike Tyson, just goes out and destroys people. They like watching him fight because they hate him. Because he talks so much shit and he's like, look at my $1 million watch, look at my fucking jet, look at my house, look at this. He's like constantly showing you all these things that he has. Like he'll lay out watches in a hotel bed, like this is $1 million worth of watches. This watch goes for $2 million. And they're like, this is my small watch that I take sometimes, but I want to show you, when I show up, I bring out the big boy and it brings out this watch that's covered in diamonds. It's like $5 million. And so you hate him.
Joe Rogan has also argued that Floyd is remembered not just for his accomplishments inside the ring, but even more for the fortune he has accumulated. He remains one of the most recognizable boxers of all time. However, Rogan has criticized the idea of Floyd competing in MMA, openly saying that he would be completely outmatched in that sport. This highlights how even well-known analysts have raised doubts about his ability to adapt and perform outside the world of boxing.
Get their greasy paws on, get him to fight Conor in an MMA fight.
You'd be screwed.
It's not just getting screwed. Like someone said it should be 1,000 to 1. That's not high enough. It's not high enough. If Conor McGregor was going to fight Floyd Mayweather in MMA, it is as close to 100% as anything ever gets ever. He's probably going to punch Conor in the face a couple of times. It's probably going to suck, but Conor's going to get a hold of him. And then he's going to be like a baby. And if that doesn't happen, he'll kick Floyd's legs out from under him. He'll kick his legs sideways. He'll kick them from the outside. He'll kick them from the inside. He'll stay way the way from any sort of a range where Floyd can punch him. It'll be a completely alien range for Floyd.
In another example, Joe Rogan drew attention to Floyd's influence by recounting the story that Mayweather allegedly had a referee removed during the middle of a fight. Rogan stressed that only someone of Floyd's stature could make something like that happen, given his position at the very top of boxing in both popularity and influence. This incident once again illustrates how significantly Floyd's wealth and status have shaped every aspect of his career.
Floyd Mayweather hit him behind the head. So Floyd fired the referee in the middle of the bout. Floyd throws this punch, and he's 100% correct. The punch landed the side of the head. It's a right hook. It's a perfect punch. And the referee was saying, watch the back of the head. He's like, what the are you talking about? And so he kicks the guy out, and they bring in a different referee who finishes the fight. It was insanity.
According to Rogan, Floyd's extraordinary competitive drive was rooted in the environment he grew up in. Both his father and his uncle were intensely competitive, encouraging him to give his absolute best in everything he pursued. That mindset helped mold him into the dominant boxer he became during the peak of his career. However, the same competitive attitude also appears to have carried over into the way he now handles business and financial success.
You'll just look at boxing in terms of like how often you get hit versus how often do you hit the other guy. He's the best ever. The way him and his uncle and his father talk, I imagine they were always super competitive from the time they were young.
Yeah.
Like he grew up being they're super competitive. They're competitive about talking shit. They're competitive about all kinds of things. So it's like that hive, like growing up with that all the time and the boxing skill.
Floyd once stated that he brings in $3 million every month, implying that his earnings surpass those of Bill Gates. Although those claims may sound impressive to his fans, anyone who understands boxing purses and the pay-per-view business knows they are far closer to fiction than reality. Financial experts have widely rejected those figures, explaining that the numbers simply do not make sense when examined realistically.
And Floyd Mayweather says he makes $300 million a month, which is $3.6 billion a year. He makes more money than Jeff Bezos, Bill Gates, all of those guys. So I say all that to say this. The money that Canelo was looking for, they can easily come up with that money. Floyd Mayweather got it.
Well, listen, let me put it this way to you. If he makes what did he say, $300 million a month?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm 6'4" and 240. And I know I'm 5'8" and a half and 240. So there you go. There's no way. There's that. If he makes $3 million a month on his investments, that's a lot. $36 million a year. That's a lot. So I know guys that are worth, $500-600 million, plenty of them, and they don't make $36 million a year, let alone $300 million a month. So there you go.
Floyd has consistently talked about the importance of money in his life. He has even said that he hopes his children will follow the same path and pursue the same business he is involved in. According to Floyd, his primary goal is to build wealth that can be passed down through generations. However, that mindset has also drawn criticism from people who believe he places financial success ahead of personal character.
Even like when my children, all four of my children are adults. And I told them, no more handouts. Because I feel like I'm hurting my children just by, I give them money, they go shopping, they put gas in their car, they party, they come back, I need money. I give them money, I buy them houses, I buy them cars. Told them, listen, if you guys go to school or you work in one of my businesses, then you can branch off, get your own business, and I'll put the money up to help you start a business, but I need you guys to take what I've already started and triple and double that, and then I need my grandchildren to come behind you guys and do the same thing.
Despite the enormous amount of money he has earned, multiple reports and allegations claim that Floyd still owes money to others. One of the most widely known accusations came from rapper 50 Cent, who alleged that Floyd cheated him out of $2 million while Floyd was serving time in jail. According to the story, Floyd asked 50 Cent to manage his promotional business during his incarceration. 50 Cent said he invested his own money, but later claimed that after Floyd was released, he acted as though he had no knowledge of the arrangement.
We brought them over. I brought him over while Floyd was, still incarcerated. Yeah. Then he comes home. There's the Let's Get Floyd Back in Pocket campaign that goes on, where it's $300,000 chains being bought and buying the new Lamborghini and all these new things, and I'm sitting there going, yo, when you gonna give me the money?
Because you had already invested.
Right, like when you gonna give me your half of the money back. But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail, right? So it's like, let him cool his heels before you.
Was that in the millions?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you sitting there big, and I'm like, yo, so when, but see, the fighters are an asset in themselves. They are that talent, regardlessly. Right. So I'm looking at him going, so there ain't no pressure there, but I'm saying, when is he gonna say he wants to, to give me the other half of it? Why I gotta ask you for it?
Right.
And then when
are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that.
Oh, okay.
At that point, it was, invested in.
All right.
So look, he goes, when he finally does bring up the actual, the situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. Like, I didn't tell you how to do that. I didn't tell you to do that.
Oh, man.
And I'm looking at him, and he looked in my face and he didn't tell me to do that.
50 Cent didn't limit himself to sharing just a single allegation. He later claimed that many individuals within Floyd's inner circle do not actually like him. According to 50 Cent, Floyd is consumed by his obsession with money and is missing fundamental values. He also alleged that Floyd is constantly boasting about his wealth and status, making it hard for people to admire him for anything beyond his accomplishments in the boxing ring.
So the money's really gone?
Yeah, that's what you think. It's get the money, spend the money.
All that money?
And it's been 2 years.
So is it just his overhead is so high on a day-to-day, month-to-month? Like
I don't even want to talk about it. Like within lifestyle, that money is gone. Trust me. Now it's like you call him, he'll be at your local hosting in a nightclub because you need that action right now.
Do you think he'll step back in the ring?
I think he got to right now because the money gone.
Floyd's financial disputes don't stop there. Logan Paul also stepped forward, claiming that Floyd still owes him money following their exhibition bout. Despite the worldwide attention and the millions of dollars the event generated, Logan says he has yet to receive the full amount he was promised. This creates the impression of Floyd pushing his money-first mentality even further. At times, it has reached a level that many consider highly.
Logan Paul. Name another boxer besides myself that's more famous than Logan Paul.
Tyson Fury.
What? I want you to look up Tyson Fury, how many followers, and look up how many followers Logan Paul has.
Logan Paul, 56 million. Tyson Fury, 4 million.
So 50 compared to 4 something. I can fight a fighter right now, guarantee myself 35 million. Or me and Logan Paul can go out and entertain and have fun and make 100 million or more. So if you were me, you gotta look at 35 million for 12 rounds and 100 for 6 rounds. Big difference.
Oscar de la Hoya has also offered his opinion on the matter. He believes Floyd still needs to make money, which is why he continues to step into the ring from time to time. According to de la Hoya, fighters like Floyd often end up running out of money because of their extravagant spending habits. Considering Floyd's luxurious lifestyle, including expensive cars, designer clothing, and private jets, that concern does not appear to be without reason.
Floyd Mayweather fought another exhibition against Gotti last Saturday. A real the crowd booing in the arena at the end. But in the middle of the second round, Floyd literally had the referee swapped out. He didn't like that the referee told him to stop hitting behind the head. Floyd is used to having the refs do whatever he wants, and he wasn't getting his way this time. It was so embarrassing. Floyd, you're 50 years old. You're a legend in the sport. I've stood up for you in countless interviews, including Shannon Sharp's podcast last week. But you have to stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen, bro.
Floyd has attracted headlines on numerous occasions because of his extravagant spending habits. He owns a watch valued at $18 million and says he has hundreds of additional timepieces, each worth thousands of dollars. While these displays of wealth certainly capture attention, they also raise questions about whether this level of spending can remain sustainable over the long term, even for someone with Floyd's financial resources.
$1.8 million.
$1.8 million watch.
$1.8 million, dude?
You're the first to see it.
That's insane. That
1.8 is high. 18 life.
That happy birthday, champ.
That's how we do it.
1 point. That is sick, dude.
But you gotta show him what he's saying.
Money green.
No,
Hold on. This watch was made specifically for the champ, Floyd Money Mayweather. 1 of 1 piece.
One of one.
Money team.
Can we see it on him?
Yes, sir.
That 1 of 1.
$1.8 million.
It's a 1 of 1.
Joe Rogan was one of the people who described the fight between Floyd and Conor McGregor as nothing more than a way to make money. Although Floyd had already retired, he returned to the ring for an exhibition bout that earned him a $100 million payday. For someone who frequently speaks about money, this became yet another example of using his fame to generate even greater wealth.
Okay, so your new contract, you wanted no extensions. That's one thing.
Yeah,
makes sense.
that's one thing.
Okay, what was one of them? The ability to box?
One of them was the ability to box. They said that wasn't an option. Boxing is dead. It's not possible. This and that.
Now, what does that feel like to you, knowing that Conor McGregor did it and fought Floyd Mayweather and made $100 million?
Yes, gentlemen, let's do this.
Nah. A bitch, nigga, that's that shit I don't like. Nah. Sneak designs, that's that shit I don't like. Don't like. A snitch.
Floyd himself has never hesitated to boast about his achievements. He frequently claims that no boxer in the history of the sport has achieved what he has accomplished. His confidence is unmistakable, but so is his habit of constantly comparing himself to others, which strengthens his personal brand while also attracting skepticism and criticism.
Well, I think I'm separated now. You know, I don't think there's no boxer in history that has accomplished what I've accomplished. Not bragging or boasting, just speaking the truth. I take my hat off to a lot of legendary champions, you know, that paved the way for me to be where I'm at in the sport of boxing. But that was their era, and this is my era. Had tremendous career. And we got young fighters that's on the rise, that's under our banner. The ultimate goal is to find the next Floyd Mayweather that can break my records.
Floyd stepped into the ring with Logan Paul for the financial reward, yet later criticized Mike Tyson for facing Jake Paul at an older age. That apparent contradiction did not escape the attention of either fans or critics. It suggests that Floyd supports high-paying exhibition fights when he is involved, but takes a different stance when others make the same choice.
When you watch something like Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, what is your reaction?
When you watching boxing for free, you can have millions and millions and millions of views. But when you're watching Floyd Mayweather, you have to pay. I think WWE is good for Logan.
And Jake Paul?
Easy.
Set from the very beginning. However, some of the methods he has used in pursuit of wealth have raised ethical concerns. From allegations of unpaid obligations to claims of exaggerated income, there have been instances where Floyd's image of success appears to rely more on perception than on integrity.
Floyd Mayweather is the most successful boxer in history with a 50-0 record, and one of the wealthiest athletes of all time with $1 billion in earnings. But I bet you didn't know it all started with a $750,000 bet on himself. Here's the wild story. In 2006, Floyd Mayweather was 10 years into his boxing career and earning over $5 million per fight. At the time, Mayweather was signed to Bob Arum's Top-Rank Boxing promotion, a partnership which saw Arum get 25% of Mayweather's fight purse. But Mayweather wanted more, and in 2006, he turned down $8 million to fight Antonio Margarita and said he deserved $20 million to fight Oscar De La Hoya. Arum wasn't happy and wouldn't pay up, so Mayweather paid the $750,000 exit fee in his contract to leave Top Rank. Mayweather then went on to promote his own fights, earning a percentage of every ticket, hot dog, and beer sold at the event, and most importantly, all pay-per-views sold. And just 1 year later in 2007, after leaving Top Rank, Mayweather made $25 million for his win against Oscar De La Hoya. Now that's what happens when you bet on yourself.
That's it for today's video. Stay tuned until next time.